Hello, MyPhysique here. You may not think that goal setting is very important, but I can tell you right now that a lot of people fail to reach their goals in the gym because their goal setting was off. It's all about preparation and following steps. If you don't know what you're after, you will lose motivation and quit relatively early on in the journey. If you're serious about making progress in the gym, follow these 5 steps to attain your goals. Usually the first thing a personal trainer does with you is to walk through the goal setting in a consultation. I can tell you all the steps now. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to comment your question below. The first step is to set outcome goals. It's essentially a goal that you want to achieve that may take some time, and this goal is not quantifiable. For example, the outcome goal could be, I want to lose fat, or I want to squat more, I want to deadlift more, without specifying how much is more and how much fat loss that you're looking for. The second step is to set your performance goals, and this is where you quantify your goals. For example, if we take the outcome goal of squatting more, in here, under performance goal, you would specify how much more you want to squat. Or you could say that I want to reach 2 plates by the end of this year. Then you want to set your process goal, which is how you want to get there. For example, for squat, if you do not have the mobility to begin with, you might write something like increase the range of motion for squat. Something along the line of perfecting your squat form as well, such as increasing ankle mobility. Now this would really depend on the person. In 4th step, we want to implement a process goal. So among the ones I've listed, they are all form corrections, so really it is supposed to make you focus on the form instead of the weight. Get those bad habits out of the door and push ego lifting away. It is only after that you've implemented your performance goals, for example, fix your ankle mobility, that you start to go to the 5th and final step, which is to implement performance goals. So in here, whatever you've written under your goals, that's quantifiable. For example, I want to squat 40 pounds more, and this is where you start gradually adding resistance in a periodized program. You may not think proper goal setting is very important, but as a personal trainer, I can tell you that sometimes when I look at a client's book, there's a very good chance that I already know if this client can push through the workout or if the goal is way too much for the client to handle. It could be very well the difference between achieving your goal and failing it. There are 4 main attributes that you want your goal to have, which is in short, CARS. Challenging, attainable, relevant, and specific. I'll explain each one of them below. Without having these 4 core qualities, you will lose motivation on the way and eventually give out on the journey to fitness. A challenging goal motivates a trainee to be the best version of themselves. However, it shouldn't be ridiculously difficult. For example, if you have never competed in sprinting in your life, and on your goal setting sheet, I see something like, I will beat Usain Bolt's world record after 3 months of practicing sprinting, then I would say that's a little bit ambitious. On the other side of the spectrum, 1 resistance training per week really isn't challenging enough for you, as you need at least 3 to 5 times according to the guidelines. I covered this a little bit already in the previous section, but another tip that I would give is in order to reach a long-term goal, you need to create attainable short-term goals along the way so that you're motivated after each step and that you can see that you're making progress along the way, which will further motivate you to reach for that final goal. Whatever your goal is should be relevant to who you want to become. For example, if you just want to perfect your upper body physique, no judgment there because it's a personal thing, everyone has different goals, right? Then fixating on squat will be a bad choice because you're also neglecting upper body workouts. Another example would be if you want to get bigger muscle, then being in a fat loss program will be a big mistake and you will be considered irrelevant. Lastly, your goals need to be specific, which ties to what we talked about before. Let's use the 40-pound squat example again. So how would I know that I achieved my goal at the end of the session? I check if I actually squatted 40 pounds. Now if you don't say 40 pounds, you just mention squatting more, then 1 pound is squatting more than before, right? 100 pounds is squatting more than before. How would you judge your success based on the program? Also, studies suggest that learners achieve their performance goal better when they quantify it versus people who just attempt the goal without ever quantifying anything. I wish you the best of luck on reaching your goals. Mind Physique signing out.